Hello and welcome in to the Tuesday Tea with me, Christy. I have been in business for over 12 years at the time of this recording, and I have experience with helping others go from starting a business and then growing it and scaling it to a next level, specifically those who are in direct sales. So if you are someone in direct sales, go ahead and drop down and say, I'm in direct sales. Now, the thing is, if you are directly selling a product or if you're directly selling something that is related to offering a service, what I'm sharing with you today will still work. So this is 52 weeks transformation because I like to be realistic. Now, can you do this faster than 52 weeks? Yes. But I always say to those who are starting business is promise yourself that you will be here 12 months from the day that you started. So in week 1, we talked about having your why, realizing why are you selling this product? Why are you selling this service? Why are you sharing with others that you even want to go into direct sales? All right. And then the action, what did you have to take in from week 1? And if you didn't catch week 1, you can catch it on Cuter Than Most Accessories on YouTube. The action was identify your personal and financial goals. That is part of your why for doing these things. Then the next thing was creating a vision board, and that could look different ways for different people. That could be something that you put as a screensaver. That could be something that you print out and post in your car. That is something that you print out and post on your mirror in your bathroom, because we're always in those, right? And then the third thing, action, was complete a written statement of purpose. And you're like, what is a written statement of purpose? Go back and check week 1 out at Cuter Than Most Accessories on YouTube and see how you create your statement of purpose. Now, the beautiful things about this is that your statement of purpose can be just your purpose for living in life, period. But specifically, I'm going to help you with a transformation of your business. Now, the book that I am using for reference, did I bring it over here? Yes, it is sitting here, right here under my laptop, is this book this week, Get Over Your Damn Self by Romi. Now, this says it's a no BS blueprint to building a life-changing business. Because if nothing else, your business should change your life. But if you're doing it right, it will also change the people's lives who you come in contact with. Now, the second thing, as you subscribe and follow on here, make sure you hit that button. Thank you for the follows and subscriptions. I've already seen them come through. Is week 2. You know your why. Now it is time to learn your business. And I'm going to talk today about 3 key points to help you set yourself up for success with specific bullet points. Okay. So last week, why are we doing this? This week is learning your business. So how do you learn your business? 1, master product knowledge. You have to know the product that you are selling. You have to know the product that you are sharing with people. So how do you do this? How do you get to know your product? You can drop that in the comments right there. Is 1, know my product. Okay. How do you know your product? You need to understand the features. What are the specific, like if you're selling a vacuum cleaner, which my uncle used to do years ago, those expensive vacuum cleaners. I can't think of what they're called. If you remember what they're called, drop that in the comments in the chat as well. But if you remember what those expensive, and it's funny because my mother-in-law gave us one. She almost like collected vacuum cleaners. So she had a couple, 3 or 4 of them. So she gave us one of these expensive vacuum cleaners. And I like the Walmart ones, if I'm just going to be completely honest. I like the $35. Well, they're not even 35 anymore. They used to be, but now they're like a $50 inexpensive Kirby. Yes, it's a Kirby vacuum cleaner. We own one, right? If you're going to sell someone, offer them a product like a Kirby, you might want to know and have knowledge about the features. Why would they choose a Kirby over the one that I would probably choose at Walmart for $50 or $60? You have to know the benefits to them, right? You also need to know the unique qualities of each product so you can speak confidently and answer questions. So you know why you're doing the business. Now you need to know specifically about the product that you're offering. This helps you know which person to bring your product to. Like, I am probably not the person to bring a Kirby vacuum cleaner to. I'm probably not your target market, but I could turn into your, because one of the things to consider is the price point. Who can afford? Could I afford a Kirby? Yes. Do I want to spend my money like that? No. So knowing the product and offering me features, like saying to me, yes, you could get the $6 vacuum cleaner, but does it also clean your carpet? No. So if I needed my carpet cleaned, which do I have carpet in our house? Yes, we do. So we needed vacuum, but when I needed cleaned, that $60 vacuum cleaner for Walmart would not work. I'd have to go either rent one, or I would have to go pay someone to come in and do it for us. But a Kirby has that option in it. Now, knowing that about your product, being knowledgeable about that, mastering that knowledge, knowing what the objections are that people who are your target market are going to say, like me, I'm not spending that much on a vacuum cleaner, but I'm your target market because I can afford it. I'm in the tax bracket of people who would spend that much. Then what could you offer me because you know about the product? You already know so much about it that when this objection comes your way, you don't freeze up, you know how to respond to it. Then using personal experiences. I just gave you an example of using personal experience. So when you are in direct sales and you are selling a product or you are selling a service and you know your why for the business, you have to master the product knowledge. Try the products yourself. Could I now go out and sell a Kirby vacuum cleaner? Yes, I own one, so I'm using it. Now, I do let my husband use it. But when we have I let my husband fix it. So if I use it and the, what is that called? Belt breaks, all right? It snaps and I'm like, babe, how do you change this? Now, he's shown me a million times. I'm sure he's probably like over it. You should be able to do this right now. It's not the case. And so, but I've used it. And so I can share genuine experiences to build trust. Some of you right now who are watching this are like, let me go look up a Kirby. Because it does what? It vacuums and it will clean your carpet? Yes, we've cleaned our carpet with our Kirby. So I've actually had experience and I can share personal stories. As a product of accessories, I have personal experience about knowing when I can take a more expensive part of my line, like this necklace right here, which is $25, and can wear it with an everyday outfit. This is an everyday outfit. I could literally go to the grocery store. I could put, which I was going to wear today, instead of a blazer, I was going to wear a sweatshirt. Could I still wear this necklace with a sweatshirt? Yes, I could, because I have product knowledge of actually using the product. Then number 3 is staying up to date. Does this product that you have work in all 4 seasons? Is there a new release or an update that you should be aware of your product? So week 1, you know why you're doing this business. Now, should there be a regular schedule of when you go find out new information about new releases? We have today, at the time of this recording, I have a product launch that is coming out. New accessories for this time of year. Have I researched for it? What kind of person, my customer, will be ideal for this new line that's coming out? And then ready to introduce this new knowledge to my customers with enthusiasm. All right. So a Kirby, for example, since we're talking about Kirby vacuum cleaners, the Kirby vacuum cleaner has updates, like our cell phones update all of the time. You get a notification that your phone has an update. When it updates, you want to know what those new features are. So what does the Android or what does the Apple do with the new? They send you an email, they send you a text and say, this new notification has taken place. This is what it now offers for your phone. You have to be, if you go into the AT&T store or the Verizon store and you're like, I got a new update, what does this do? Then the person who is the selling of the cell phones has to be made aware of these updates. So when a customer comes in and is asking questions about the updates, you can speak knowledgeable about this. These are the beginning. See, we're in week 2. I'm not suggesting that if you want to be successful, that at week 32 of your business or week 5 of your business, you decide to start learning about your products. No. Or I'm not going to use the products. I'm just going to put it out there on social media and people will just come to it. That's not how being successful, next level success, unlocking next level success works in your business. Got it? Number 3. That is number 3, staying updated. So the first thing to do is master your product knowledge through knowing your products, through using personal experiences. So when you use it, a personal experience. Now, another option, let's say you happen to be allergic to the product. Okay. Or let's say you happen to not like a certain part of the product. So like with the Kirby, I vacuum, but I am not, even though it has this option, I'm not signing up in my household for cleaning the carpet. You can use other people's experiences. in your storytelling about the product. So yes, I have someone who has used it for the cleaning and they love these cleaning options. This is the things that they've said about loving it, then staying up to date to any changes. Now, the second thing is understanding the business system. What does that even mean? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm here to help you with that. All right. So in the second part about learning your business is following a structure. This is step-by-step process of your business system. Now, I have one that I use for mine. I'm going to pull it up right now. I shared it with one of my consultants. And the reason I shared it with her is because, one, she's mastered her product knowledge. She has sold $4,000 worth of accessories this month. So I said, sister, that means you have lots of new customers. Let me show you how to follow a structure. Well, first I asked her, what is your goal? What is your goal for your business? And definitely she wants, because repeat customers are always easier than getting new ones. So she has so many new customers this month. How does she keep them coming back? This is following a business system or following a structure. So includes how to track her sales. Now that's how she was able to tell me that she knows that she's almost at 4,000 accessories sold this month. I said $4,000, which is about 800 accessories this month she's already sold. Well, she had to be able to track that to be able to tell me that that's how much she sold. So check, got that. You have to be able to track your sales. After you track your sales, then you have to be able to set goals. So if she's done 800, are we just going to be satisfied with that this month? No. We're in week 2. We're not satisfied. If week 2, now she's not in week 2 of her business. All right. But if you're in week 2 and you've sold 10 of your product, 2 of your product, 1 of your product, let's say you've sold none of your product, then how many customers did you put your product in front of? That is the number that you need to beat. See, sometimes we might get caught up in the fact that we haven't sold any product, but the thing that comes before selling it is actually putting our product or our service in front of customers. And that needs to be tracked. You didn't know how many people do you need to put it in front of to get a sale. If you put it in front of 2 people and didn't get any sales, then your number is not 2. So then you put it in front of 4 people and you didn't get any sales, then your number is not 4. If you put it in front of 6 people and you get a sale, then you know for every 1 sale, you need to put your product or service in front of 6 people. In the way that you're doing it, you might find putting it in front of 6 people and getting 1 sale is perfect for me. Or you might say, that's not perfect. Is there another way that I can put it in front of people so that I'm putting it in front of more people in less time to get more sales? This is your business system. Knowing how to track your sales, and like I said, tracking the sales might be tracking the number of people you're putting your product in front of. Then setting your goals based on what you've done, and then managing customer interactions. Like right now, I am doing this live and it will be uploaded to my YouTube, but I can look at how many people I have on this live and I can say, I got to get more people on here. Well, what will I do between this live and next live that I didn't do already that I can increase the number of people that I have on here? Well, I'm seeing followers and subscribers. And so that will help because that means more people will get notified when I go live to share about how to increase their business. You can also, if you want the entire 52-week plan, you can text 52 to 651-505-2883. Text the number 52 to 651-505-2883, and I will send you the outline for the 52 weeks. And then all you got to do, if you want more detail, is grab the books that I've referenced, which is Building an Empire, physical book. I have them on Audible, and Get Over Your Damn Self, physical book. I also have on Audible. Okay. Then, so you have your structure, you have your goals, you have your tracking sales, and you're basing your goals off of what you've done so far. So you're going to increase that. I've done this. I've gotten this. I'm going to increase it. Then resources. Take advantage of any training tools that are available. YouTube University is always open and available. You may also have a mentor that you've started the business with. You may also have a coach. I have online coaches that they have no idea that they're coaching me, but they have been successful and they have surpassed I have to get over self. I need to read it. Yes. And they have surpassed my current level of success. And so I am their social media mentee. They don't know it, but they put out great content. I follow it and I apply it. Like, for example, Brian Carruthers with this book. I also follow him on YouTube. He is my online mentor. So take advantage of training tools, guides like the one that I will give you here. You're in week 1, which was finding your why. You've come over to week 2, and now you want a guide because I also have this available, which is a paid. If you're like 52 weeks, a year, I can surpass that. I can knock these things out in 90 days. I have a 90-day plan. So if you want the 90-day plan, you can also text 651-505-2883 and get the 90-day plan. Okay? Then, next thing, seek guidance from your upline. Connect with your upline or mentor who can provide tips, support, and answers to questions to help you get familiar with your business. Week 1, you got your why. Week 2, you are taking advantage of training tools, guides, or resources provided by the company. No, whatever, what is the word called? Get a brain fog. Franchise that you have started your business with, or even if it's not a franchise, whatever industry you are in, there are guides, there are resources available to you. Seek those out. People don't buy a McDonald's franchise and then they just be out there not knowing. There's a whole book that explains where the register needs to be placed, that explains what kind of light bulbs have to be in there, that explains what kind of tile has to be on the floor, that explains the setup of the restroom, all of it is outlined. So when you go into a franchise, they are saying that you will be successful when you follow these specific things in this specific way. Then, last but not least, it is time to host a party. It is time. Now, hosting a party, we have parties for baby showers. We even have divorce parties. So you have a new business. It is time to party. Invite people over. First, in person at home, so people who are local to you, and those who can't make the in-person, that you do one online, and invite them to learn about your business. Whether they become a product of the product and they become a customer or not, they also can become a referral, but they can't refer what they don't know. So it is your responsibility that you know why you're doing this. You have product knowledge. You have resources and you found those resources and you've looked into those resources and you have a mentor in the business. Now it's time to let everybody know. So you want it to be a fun atmosphere. All right. This is not a pressure situation. You want it to be fun because if it's not fun, then people are going to be like, why are you doing this? You don't even look like you're enjoying it. So you don't want to be in there stressed. You want to invite people over to your house and celebrate your new business venture. And you're just letting them know, because the one thing you don't want people to say is, you didn't tell me you were doing that. I'd rather have somebody say, you told me you were doing it, and they choose not to support. They choose not to share. Even if we're doing the Kirby vacuum and they are not my target market, all right? They don't make enough money to spend more than $70 on a vacuum cleaner. They know somebody and they will come in contact with someone who is going to want a Kirby. They will come in contact someone who will be looking for a mentor. They will come in contact with someone who wants counseling if that's a service that I'm providing. So focus on making the experience of sharing what your business is enjoyable for your guests. This does not have to cost a lot of money. You're going to have music. You can have some games. You can do some giveaways. Can you have games for a vacuum cleaner party yes. You know what? I don't have to tell you what those are. YouTube it, Google it, AI, Chat GPT it, tell it. I have this business. This is my why for doing this business. I know about the product. I know how to do objections. I understand how to follow up and I have my goals. My next step is to have a party to invite people to learn about my business. Give me some games I could play that would help people be interested and that would help people understand the purpose for having a Kirby. And they'll give you some games. I'm sure there's like some fun. I'm thinking right now, if I was selling a Kirby vacuum cleaner, I'd come up with some games related to cleaning up. Like, matching or some cleanup games, right? Crumbling up Oreos and imagining that this is in your living room. Something like that, right? We were doing a Kirby. But I wouldn't rely on me. I'd go to ChatGPT or Gemini on Google, some kind of AI that would tell me, give me some ideas. Then you know you're going to do it. You got your list of people you have giveaways ready for this party where you are celebrating, because you celebrate birthdays, you celebrate new babies, you celebrate getting married. Celebrate your business and invite people to come celebrate that with you. So you have to plan it and promote it. Got to pick a date. Schedule it in advance. Then you're going to invite your friends over and your family, and you're going to promote it. Promote it on social media, promote it exciting, eye-catching posts, okay? And here's the one thing I like to tell people, the way that social media works is you have to be sociable on there. This is a whole nother lesson for a whole nother day, but just posting it is not an invitation. When you posting, it's like, I've been in leadership, I've been an elementary assistant principal, and when I create, or any leader creates an email, specifically thinking about the person who needs this, the person who needs it reads it and thinks it's not for them. And the people who always respond to it, the email that goes out at your job, that's like, hey, for now on, the first thing you need to do is come in and check your email. Guess who is going to come to your office and knock on the door and say, oh, I try to check my email. It's not even the person that the email was for. They check their emails. But the person who needs to see it doesn't even think the email's for them. It's the same thing about social media posts. When you make a post that invites your Facebook friends to an event, they don't think you're talking to them. You have to go into people's DM and send them directly text messages. Otherwise, they think you're not talking to them. Or they didn't even see it. You have 5,000 followers and 5,000 Facebook friends, and you didn't do everyone an follower or whatever currently is the thing you got to do on social media, because we know it changes like the wind blows, and what you do this week to be successful on there is going to change next week. The way to avoid that is you just reach out to people individually. And you still make the exciting post. You still make the eye-catching, but you send it to them directly. And then be prepared to close sales. So you've invited them, and yes, the purpose is just to make them aware of what you're doing, but assume and prepare that people are going to buy your product. They are going to buy into your service once they learn this is what you do. So don't go and have the party and then you have no way for people to check out, because you're like, oh, I didn't even think you guys were going to buy today. Assume that they are prepared to buy your product and into your service. So how do you do this? Have a simple process ready to help your guests complete their purchase easily. What does that mean? Having a QR code on the TV screen. If you're doing this first in person, then you're doing it second on a Zoom for those who couldn't make the in person. Have a PowerPoint or something where you can have a QR code ready for them to check out. A Google form ready for them to fill out to set up a date for later so they can host or whatever your process is. And then a way to follow up with them if they're interested in learning more about what you do. All right, that is it. Less than 30 minutes, week 2. Now, it's time to take action. Week 1, you took action and you came back and you had identified your personal and your financial goals. Week 1, you had to create a vision board, whatever that looks like for your personality type. And then you complete a written statement of purpose. This week, you need to familiarize yourself with business systems that will set you up for success. You need to know your product. Product knowledge is important. And how to host your first online party. Know how to do it, set the date. All right, I will see you back here next week. Week 3, or you can go ahead and check it out, is, let's see, let me check my notes here. What are we talking about for week 3? Week 3 is prospecting like a pro, building your list. Who are we inviting? We're going to learn how to build our list, and that is going to come from the book, if you want to get ahead, Building an Empire. Now, if you want to go and get like, I'm not waiting all till next week for this. If you want this 52 weeks for free, you can text me. Text the number 52 to 651-505-2883. Text the number 5252, and I will send you this entire list for free. All right. Love you. See you back here next week. And as always, thank you so much for allowing me to educate you on how to take your business to the next level. Bye.